3 up, 3 down for San Diego. But this one, Brandon Moss comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th. Hard hit ball towards the hole. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right.
Now batting, center fielder,
Rendell Grichuk will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Nobody out, runner on first. Shot back up the middle. And another base hit as this is through into center, and they're in business now to start the 8th.
And you know, as a hitter, you're seeing the ball so well when you can take a pitch like that and square it up and just hammer it right back up the middle.
Into the box, Yadier Molina. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. And this one gets away. Goes to third with it, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Yeah, and that's always the danger when you're working that off-speed stuff down with 2 men on base. Once the catcher can't get a handle on it, both guys are off and moving. They're going to move up to second and third now on what will be scored a wild pitch.
A couple of men in scoring position here with none down. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Went up and out of the zone that time, but he gets a piece of it, and he'll see another pitch. Popped up. A bare-handed pickup. It's there, and he's out.
Oh, what a play. Well, this isn't exactly what you consider to be a big RBI guy, but in a spot like this, all he needs is a ground ball to get the job done. And he comes through here to drive in that run from third.
Nick Vincent will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Michael Waka will be his first assignment out of the bullpen as he'll stand in with a runner in scoring position at second and 1 away.
Well, he's 0 for 4 coming into this at-bat, so I think he's happy to see a new arm out there. Maybe his luck will change.
1-2.
A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2. On the ground to the left side. Oh, and this goes right past him. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Up next for the Cardinals.
Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Jed Jerko. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
Now batting, right fielder.
Stephen Piscotty strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. This is line to left. Base hit, and that'll get a run in. And they've got him hung up out there between second and third. And he is in there.
And if I didn't know any better, I'd think this was the 27 Yankees up there. Now that's 16 runs they've pushed across so far in my scorebook. Well, it's starting to look like one big ink spot.
Second and third, 2 away. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Back goes Upton Jr. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Cardinals are out in front, 16-0. Jamal Weeks will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Swing and a miss on the cut fastball, 1-2. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt, and he makes the throw to first. Upton is retired, 2 down now.
Well, a huge out, number 2 here in the 8th. 4 big outs remain, but the finish line, it's starting to come into sight.
Corey Spangenberg will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. No runs, no hits, and 1 error for the Padres so far. Definitely a fastball swing there, but a good time for the changeup. It's full, 3-2. Boy, that changeup's had him eaten out of his hand.
Oh, and they've been falling all over themselves trying to get it. But you just got to know that that's not going to be a strike. It looks like it is, but it isn't.
And that's in there. And there goes the no-hitter. And he'll round it and try for third. And he'll make it into third here with a 2-out triple. Oh, so close. But with 1 swing of the bat, the no-hit bid ends here with 2 out in the 8th. Still a remarkable pitching performance nonetheless. Alexi Ramirez will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. He lays off, and that's outside, ball 4. They're at the corners now here with 2 away. Will Myers ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. Chopped foul right at home plate. Drilled right back up the middle, and that is through into center field, a base hit. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. Matt Kemp will stand in to keep things going, and I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
There goes Cardinal manager Mike Matheny on his way out to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. Seth Maness will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Outside, 2-1.
He's in a situation now where he does not want this game to get away from him. 2 guys on already. Now he's not in the strike zone to this hitter. He's got to reel it back in if you're flirting with a little bit of danger now with another ball.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Line toward the alley in left center. And this is going to get down. Extra bases, and they're starting to make some inroads here. And the run is in to score from second. And they'll get a little closer here as the run comes across to score from first. And Kemp will wheel all the way into third with a triple.
Oh, that's just a great at-bat right there with 2 men on base. This one finds some real estate out there, and he was not going to be denied as he makes it all the way up to third base here with a 2-run triple.
Into the box now, Brett Wallace. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. So Drew Pomerantz will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Pomerantz sets. Here's the 3-1. Lined hard toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Johnny Peralta digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
You can see where they want to go to try and get him out. A lot of pitches in on the hands in this sequence. They don't want him to be able to extend.
Chopped weakly to the left. Weeks for 1. On to first, and that'll take care of Peralta as well. It's a double play.
Well, that's the absolute definition of a pitcher's pitch right here, especially in a double play situation. I mean, not only is this pitch down, I don't even think it's in the strike zone, and that's an easy double play.
Standing in now, Brandon Moss. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Myers is after it, and this will get to the wall over near the 336 marker. And he is into second base with a double, his 3rd hit this afternoon.
Now batting,
Rendell Grichuk will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double.
And this is really where you earn your money. Runner on second, 2 outs. Let's see what he can do here.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first, as that will end the inning. So no. Yangervis Solarte will stand in now to begin their half of the 9th in a game that was decided long ago.
Yeah, this is mop-up time out there right now. But, hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
Well, he needed a hit like this. Got to get him to snap out of this cold streak. I mean, you're just looking for something to go your way. And that ball, it's not hit particularly well, but it happens to find a hole. He's saying, man, it's about time.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a little tapper. Foul ball, strike 2. Fly ball out toward left center field. And this is taken in by Holiday. 1 away now.
Well, this is a situation where a home run here isn't going to tie the game. He's got to work on just hitting down on the ball and hopefully trying to get on base. Instead, it's just an easy fly ball in a game where they're running out of outs.
To short, to second for 1. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yep, and one last double play here to end it, and that puts the capper on a good win for these guys, and they really played well.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a